Hello guys and welcome back to What If Civilization Started Over episode 4. In the last episode we saw a bunch of stuff going on, just regular. Anyways, first up we see over here, this country is going to expand by discovering more things. It's going to go over here, it's going to take over these areas. Well, not take over, it's going to discover. Eventually meet up with this lake over here, which isn't very cool, if you know what I mean. Like, whatever, man. But the main thing they're gonna find that's interesting is this lake over here, which seems to be very large and stuff, but it's also very cold. So, it's gonna expand around it, and they're gonna start to expand once they've finished. Oh, that's a bit large. They're going to take over these regions over here. They're going to expand down here and eventually going to meet up with this lake over here, though they don't see much value. And they're also going to sneak up here, start colonizing and start taking over parts of it, like this. Anyways, over here in the Californian country, they're going to expand. They're going to discover more and more in this area, working together with all these countries here to figure out if there's anything cool over here. And surprise, there's really nothing here except more land to colonize. Also, after a group effort, they discover most of the United States of America. So that means there's free land for everyone to take. But a new country will form over here, and it will be a new country. Very surprising, am I right? Gonna take over most parts that it wants. It's gonna sneak up near to California. It's gonna go down here. But what it mainly wants to do is explore some more. It's gonna go up here. It's gonna explore outwards more to this lake here. And they're gonna decide that this will be a good place to mainly have their civilization start. So they're gonna send all their areas up here, and they're going to take over the lake entirely. And many of these parts over here will just be completely abandoned, leaving to a new state over here. The Californians will start extreme expansion into the country, and people will be like in protest of all this expanding, but they really don't care. They're doing a manifest destiny or whatever. It's going to go all the way across here, being a very large country. Anyways, over here we're going to see the first war in a very long time between these Mexicans and these Mexicans over a border dispute in these areas. So the green team will start an invasion into the Mexican team, and they'll snake down the coast slowly but surely. But now the Mexican team is not having it. They're going to push it back due to their superior army and put it back to a stalemate. But over here, the blue team, who I think recently got in a war with the Mexican team, is going to actually team up with the green Mexicans and is going to start sneaking up the coast here. And then they finally realize what's going on, and they start to push them back really badly, since the blue team has been really struggling lately. And then the red team is also going to get involved, trying to take as much land as it can. It's going to take over what used to be their land, and eventually it's going to get like this. They're going to split it like this. But unfortunately, they decided to focus on it too much. Now the Mexicans are coming in at full force everywhere. But they are able to push them back on this area here, and even start pushing in a little bit around these areas here. But then suddenly we see the Texas team coming in to attack, because they want to attack, and they feel threatened by the Mexican team, so they're going to start to invade into it and going to take lots of land here. And now we see the red team is actually going to also start attacking the Mexican team because they see it as beneficial to them. And the Mexican team is really struggling here. They're able to make a good counter-offensive over here, getting all the way back here and taking over these areas right here. And they also managed to push back the Texans a lot since the Texans aren't really the strongest. And even start their own invasion in through here. But the Texans are not doing too good anymore, which leaves to the Green Mexicans taking over from here. And will start to invade into the country, managing to somehow cut them off here and taking control of all of this land here. And now the Mexicans will peace out of this war since they're not winning anytime soon. So let's see this peace treaty. In this peace treaty, we see that Mexico has been heavily pushed back on most sides, allowing Texas to get way bigger, and Green Mexico, they got some land, and they also lost a bit of land. But I'd say the main winner here is Texas and the Red team, since they managed to get most of their old lands back, and even some more over here, which is very cool for them. Woohoo! Anyways, we're going to see this green country over here expand more and get more of a border with the Amazonian Empire, which could be a bad thing or could be a good thing, but who knows. The slaves are also going to do this, and they're actually going to be the first ones to sail all across the Mediterranean. It's not the Mediterranean, what am I saying? They're going to be the first one to sail all the way over here and make a small landing here, which they're going to expand upon. And eventually, they're going to report their findings back to everyone else, which will be, like, not believing, because, like, why would there be an entire other continent, like, you know? So since they don't believe, the orange team's just going to set up a little colony over here. I know they're not going to do slaves, because they don't do that, you know, because they won't want slaves. God. Whew. Anyways, the Amazonian team is the only country that believes them. So they're also going to sail across the 7 seas. They're also going to find a colony. But still no one believes them. They're like, what the hell? What are you talking about? You're talking nonsense. So slave team will continue to... Oh my god, bro. I keep on drawing on the wrong layer. God damn it. Anyways. They're going to continue to explore around this area. They're going to sneak down here and all the way down here. And they're also going to sneak up to here and eventually make it into Spain. But they head back due to lack of supplies. This is like an entirely new world to them. So like, wow! But a bunch of new settlers are going to appear in this region. And they're going to form a new team over here. The African team. Dun, dun, dun. And that will actually be it for this episode. I hope you watch the next episode, because that would be like really nice.